Alright folks, welcome back to Fight Talk on 6-1 Radio. We are available on Audio, YouTube, iTunes. And tonight, for your kind consideration, we will be reviewing the UFC Fight Night, Dodson versus Lineker. The fight and the co-main event. Because we can't go through the rest of the card, it was too boring. But before that, I have to introduce you to my host, co-host and guest, as always. They say when she's not on your screen, she makes Conor McGregor faces and screams, "Ira! Ira!" at her own reflection, because of the lack of her red beard. She's McGregor fangirl, Ipsa Bhatnagar.
I bleach it.
I see. I am Ishan Marit, and I'm just an MMA purist.
Wow.
Yeah, just an MMA purist.
MMA purist. Oh, that's like such a liberal tart thing to say, na?
No, that just means that I don't care for...
You are Eddie Alvarez fan. That means that...
Yeah, he was the underground king after all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You cannot deny the fact that Conor can fight.
No, I cannot deny the fact.
Let's go to John versus John.
No, but...
This is a very sensitive issue.
All right. So John Lineker versus John Dodson. The match referee was Big John McCarthy.
Little Johns with Big John McCarthy.
And the fight was entertaining. Well, let's put it this way. The fight was entertaining. Was it a main event fight in any old UFC card? I don't think so. And the decision was horrible. Everybody in online, as you told me earlier, has been talking about this, that the decision was really horrible for this fight. But go ahead, tell me what you read.
So everybody's saying what we were saying is that John Dodson completely dominated him. But the fact is, in eyes of judges, he was backing off. He was fighting from outside. And probably it must be his strategy, but everybody's saying it was a mistake. Because he hit him harder, he had more domination points, but...
No, actually the octagon control goes to Lineker. I agree. The octagon control. And this is nothing to be surprised about because I have seen this before. It's Frankie Edgar versus Gray Maynard. The match was a draw because Frankie Edgar was moving away and tagging him while Gray Maynard was chasing him. Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo. Frankie Edgar... most of Frankie Edgar's fights. But even Carlos Condit. We've seen Carlos Condit lose like that because you keep moving away and tagging the person, but you're not initiating. So the judges, it's fair for the judges to look at it like that. But
just imagine how fair is that? For one thing, you are just giving a fight. Don't you consider any other thing? Like,
let me complete it.
Yeah.
Let me complete my thought.
All right.
Because it's fair for the judges to look at it that way, but then the judges also have to look at the damage in the fight. At the end of the fight, John Dodson looked fresh. He looked like he just woke up, while John Lineker looked like a mess.
Yeah.
And I don't see how... although one judge did score it, John Dodson, it's a split decision. It's a very close split decision, but it can go either way because I've seen it go this way.
Yeah, you were not surprised at all. I was very much surprised because I saw it and all the statistics said that John Dodson won. But somehow, yeah, he told us that, this can be the decision.
Yeah, I was... Because this is Greg Jackson's strategies and this has happened before. Greg Jackson does... Sometimes the decisions don't go Greg Jackson's way. And what was surprising to me was John Dodson didn't knock out John Lineker.
Yeah, I was going to come on that. Another great thing about this fight was John Lineker's ability to take John Dodson's punches. And they were good. He kept on sneaking.
No. He didn't commit. Dodson did not commit. It's according to if your strategy is tag and move, so you're not committing on that big punch. You're not advancing. You're not hitting him with that powerful right hand. So Greg Jackson quite often, does this.
Anyhow, we are disappointed.
Clay Guida versus Greg Jack. There's a big, there's a fight on YouTube which is available. The video title is "How to Lose All of Your Fan in 15 Minutes." It's Clay Guida versus Gray Maynard. Okay, Clay Guida was an aggressive fighter. He went to Greg Jackson, and Greg Jackson just told him to move, tag, use the strategy game. And everybody started booing Clay Guida. So that's what I feel Greg Jackson did to John Dodson over here. And I think it was a bad decision.
Yeah, that's what, everything was right. He had more power. He was sneaking in his punches. But again, he should have attacked more.
Let's move on to Ilwell Brooks versus Alex Oliveira.
Oh, quite ill will happen to him. He got suspended indefinitely, did you know?
Ilwell Brooks?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he has a broken rib.
Yes,
So,
right. Okay.
For medical reasons.
Yes, because I thought Alex Oliveira should be the one who's suspended. Because, first of all, Alex Oliveira didn't make weight. He comes to the fight overweight. Then then after the fight, he gets into he DX chops Ilwell Brooks, and then basically trash talks him after the fight. And this guy with a broken rib is going back to fight him again. Wow!
He threw his mouthpiece at him. That's the best I can do right now. And then he fall over like, my rib. I'm in pain.
Yeah, it was really amazing. Like the first round, Will Brooks won easy.
But he broke his rib in first round.
Yes,
yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, the second round he goes ahead. He like a warrior. He fights. The third round, his body shut down on him. So.
Obviously it will. Even his corner stopped telling him things. He's like, you just be there.
Just eke
fight.
out, somehow try to eke out a victory. Get a one in the W column. And I don't think it's a major loss to Will Brooks because Alex Oliveira never made weight and he's gone back up in weight. So I guess it's... What do you... Again, this whole fight card. Oh.
We expected that it will be a very fight card. Yeah. But it has some surprising fights. Like even this Alex Oliveira, this guy fighting with a broken rib, was quite commendable. I was not watching fight. I was just looking at him, going at it.
The only other fight on this card which was good is Marquardt versus McCrory. Okay.
Oh.
What a
finish. Punch and the kick.
What a finish from Nate the Great. He's back. Okay, so enough of this bloody fight card. Let's talk about McGregor.
Oh, fine.
Let's
come back to the sensitive issue.
Yeah, let's talk about McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. Before that, let's talk about what did McGregor do to that press conference? That UFC 205 press conference. He just took over. He just completely took over. Everybody was waiting on him to say something and then they would respond.
Yeah, so he always does that. It's a very Conor thing to do. Because now people have started to expect some of it. So now he has to do... he has to overdo it. He has to shock people. That's his Conor effect. He shocks people. He will put a fighter into a fucked up, beeped up mindset.
Right.
And
I am going to lose my iTunes rating because of you. You expect things like these out of McGregor. You expect McGregor to just go ahead and start trash talking. To dominate a press conference full of New Yorkers in New York, and get the biggest pop from the crowd was completely unexpected for me.
No, but didn't you expect it? That's what they were
They're
there
not
for.
in Ireland. They're not in
That's
Ireland.
what they were there for. Conor is known for his trash talking. The more he's aggressive, he's funny, and he's pulling everybody's case. It's nice. He's full of himself. That's what we expect out of
Poor
him.
Jeremy Stevens. Poor Jeremy Stevens. Who the fuck is that guy? That was unbelievable. He looks left, he looks right, and he goes, who the fuck is that guy?
Does iTunes charge you to say fuck also?
No, I think I can get away with the fuck.
So now we'll say fuck down.
It's unbelievable. But first of all, he gets that fight in MSG, which he wanted. It was supposed to be. It wasn't going to be Conor McGregor. It wasn't supposed to be. Eddie Alvarez was going to fight Khabib. Okay, and later on, Conor McGregor was going to fight Jose Aldo. I don't know how he did it. He got on the MSG card. Then he completely dominates Eddie Alvarez in the trash talk. Okay, so...
And then Eddie Alvarez goes on to insult MMA fans.
Yeah, Conor
That
McGregor
was
fans
funny.
are WWE fans.
They're not purists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right. Okay. First of all, Eddie. Okay. Hey, man. Whatever, man. Hey, listen. When a guy is calling his shots and telling you how the match is going to go and how he's going to take you out, and he's got a pretty decent record doing that, don't just say everybody who believes Conor McGregor is a fool. Because, this guy is, naming it and calling the shots. And then, Conor McGregor dominated that press conference. He called out Eddie like, this man did not even renegotiate his contract. And Eddie Alvarez saying, you easy money, then renegotiate your contract. If that man is an easy money, it's a sure deal.
Conor is just like believing in universe. Till the time you don't get hit by it, you do not believe in it. He will believe every time these guys come and shit on him, even Nate Diaz.
No, but this is this is the lightweight championship.
So he should know that he will come.
Everybody over here hits hard. Everybody over here hits hard.
Hasn't he fought in a heavier division and won?
Against Nathan Diaz.
So when he lost to Nate Diaz, you guys are like, of course.
Of course he would lose.
But then again he won.
Yeah, as I said, 2-week notice, you take on Nate Diaz, of course you're going to lose. Okay? With a full training camp, with a particular strategy, a game plan, then it becomes a different story.
Whatever story is it, McGregor won.
Or do you think he wins against Eddie Alvarez?
Oh, yes. I can put 10 rupees bet on it.
10 rupees? Internet?
200.
Internet. She's
Yeah,
betting
give
10
us
rupees.
some money. We'll put bigger bets. We'll make it interesting. We'll
right.
put interesting bets.
How do you think he wins? Because I don't see this...
First round, knockout. Just like he said.
Yeah, okay. Eddie Alvarez says, he'll ground and pound him. He'll wrestle him. Here's my problem with that. I've never seen Eddie Alvarez wrestle. And I've followed him. I followed him in Bellator. I've seen each and every one of his matches in the UFC. And I don't see Eddie Alvarez wrestling. I know he's got a good wrestling. He's a good defensive wrestler. Not a wrestler. Not an offensive wrestler. So I don't know how this is going to go.
Well, Eddie Alvarez just can think whatever. I know.
I wish Conor McGregor wins so that we can finally have the Cowboy McGregor fight.
Oh, yes. That fight, I think Cowboy will win.
Yeah, because Eddie's lost to Cowboy. That should come up.
That's what I'm saying. Eddie Alvarez, I just don't think that he stands a chance. I just don't think so.
And do you think he vacates his belt, Conor McGregor?
No chance in here.
He said they'll need an army.
Yeah, they'll need like Hellboy army to take that belt.
All right, people, that's enough of McGregor.
Oh, I'm so loving this episode.
Okay, enough of McGregor. Let's move on to Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson. That's gonna come. That fight is this week, and what a card! What a
Oh,
card!
that card. That
Yeah.
card is power packed. Like every fight you have to watch. You have to watch. You cannot just miss it. So
What a card! And it's got Bisping, Henderson, Belfort, Musasi, St. Preux versus Jimmy Manuwa, Stefan Struve versus I can't pronounce his name.
Omilandzuk.
I can't pronounce. So
Omilandzuk.
Brad One Punch Beckett versus Yuri Alcantara in the prelims. It's got great fights. It's got great fights. It's not. It's UFC 204. It's a numbered event, and I'm going to be previewing these fights with Karthik. But people, UFC just cut few promos. One was Michael Bisping's Destiny, and the other one was the Countdown. You need to watch the Countdown, and you need to watch the Destiny. It's amazing. I am a Bisping fan, so I'm also a Hendo fan. And I do not know whose side am I on.
I think Dan Henderson will win.
Bisping. All right.
Oh, we'll review that. And we'll find out if he should predict fights or not.
Because my last two fights went awry. Because one was a straight steal.
Doesn't matter. Deciding one is this one.
Judges stole that away from John Dodson and me. God damn it. Screw Dodson. Me.
Yeah, they both were like, oh, Dodson this, Dodson that. Yes, Dodson this, Dodson that, but Dodson was not there.
Ill Will broke his rib in a freak way. So, come on. All right, fine. I'm sorry. Last week's fights didn't go as planned. But this week, I am counting on the count. So, I'll see you in the preview.
More power to you.
I'll see you on the preview.
And more power to you guys. Whatever.
For Ipsa, I'm Ishan. And I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. In 3, 2, 1.
मेरा पजामा नजर आ रहा है. What do I do? मेरा पजामा नजर आ रहा है.